How about something that's not about sandwiches? Like, watch this, bitches. Were there how many sandwiches were there in Captain Marvel? I forget.
I don't know. I don't recall. I know I liked it,
Spoilers.
but you guys both saw it.
Yes.
How would you guys think? I already talked about it, so I could sit this one out.
I know I liked it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can I quote Wombat?
Yeah,
Sure.
good.
It was fine.
So I enjoyed it quite a bit, but it definitely is in my middle tier of Marvel movies.
Out of 20 movies now, middle tier isn't bad.
Right, exactly. I think not much happens, I would say.
Yeah, I agree with you. We talked about this previously, but I agree with you. It's a very good movie, but it has portions in the middle that probably don't necessarily need to be there. If they took certain scenes and trimmed them by like 30 seconds here and 30 seconds there and made the whole movie like 15 minutes shorter, it would have been a much better
Right.
movie.
You got to take out all those sandwich scenes.
Well, so many sandwich scenes.
I didn't. I was entertained by the movie. I just didn't care too much about the character. I didn't feel like we knew a lot about her really.
It's because we don't really like. Even the backstory they fill in is kind of loose. Like there's not a whole lot there.
I would have liked more of that and a chance to connect with her a little more.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll be able to do that in Captain Marvel too.
I rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
Mm-hmm. That is a top tier.
That is a top tier movie, and they do, and I know I guess it is a fair comparison. They're both Marvel movies introducing a new character that people aren't familiar with, and that the cold open of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, where Peter Quill is 10 and he has to watch his mom die. That tells you everything you need to know about him.
Right, you're in
that 5-minute cold open. I remember seeing that in the theater and my wife was bawling at that.
Right.
Sure.
That was rough. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's rough, but it's so well done and well crafted. And I don't think Captain Marvel had that.
It doesn't, but if you like, the more I was thinking about how all the story elements worked, like it was well written. Like it had good like tie-ins and everything.
There's a lot more good than bad in that movie. That's not my criticism. I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with GP and I'm agreeing with you.
I think this will be the first one that M maybe watches when it comes out, because it's not overly violent.
No, and and the twist is actually somewhat more kid-friendly.
It is.
I think I hear what you're saying, and yeah, that's totally...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm on board.
Yeah. And she's a girl.
Mm-hmm. My daughter, it had impact. It totally had impact on my daughter that I was too cynical to see coming.
Ooh,
and
really?
I'm glad that I was wrong.
Huh. Did she start shooting power beams out of her fist?
No, but we went to the mall, whatever it was, a week and a half ago or so.
She beat the shit out of a few guys in the mall.
And she beat up some dudes in the mall. No, the reason we went to the mall is because she's, she grew and she outgrew all of her light jackets. So she needed a spring jacket. And we got her that, it's not real leather, it's faux leather, but it's the...
Fleather.
It's the fleather jacket that she wears in the movie. The cool. Captain Marvel leather jacket.
Right.
And that's what she wears. And it has a Captain Marvel patch on the side. Mm-hmm. But we looked at all sorts of... It was the only one she wanted.
Perfect.
And now
the movie worked.
Yeah.
It got an extra $100 out of you.
Yeah, that wasn't that much.
Oh, cool.
It happened to be on sale for 25% off. And I had a $5 off coupon.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it worked out for everybody.
Does it constantly play I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt?
It does not. No. But now she wants She wants a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt. She wants the shield hat. She wants everything. Sure. So
she wore a lot of different clothes in that movie.
Yeah, and just enough for my daughter to want 9 new outfits.
Right. By the way, I watched that Red Letter Media review because you told me about it.
Yeah,
I would have watched it anyway because eventually I get to them. But I was really surprised at the beginning of that review of the movie. they talk about Brie Larson. Like, I didn't know any of that. They talked about Brie Larson's, like, what she says in public.
And
basically.
I don't even think it's that big a deal.
I had no idea about any of that, and I wouldn't care necessarily, watching a superhero movie. But I thought it was really weird that they started off their review of the movie, basically, for all intents and purposes, that's a review of the movie, by talking about the star of the movie and how she behaves in, I guess, was it social media or something? No,
it was at like a conference for women.
Okay, right. Because I was just like, wow, why are they talking about this? I didn't know about it anyway. And
it's weird. It was a weird. It was very off-brand for them, I felt, but what do I know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a really good movie this week.
What'd you see?
That you guys aren't going to see. But I just surprise me and watch one of these once in a while. This. I think this was an Oscar nominee.
The Favorite. Yeah,
The Favorite. It's the Emma Stone stars.
Emma Stone and Olivia Colman won an Oscar for it, and Rachel Weisz.
If you're interested in a dark comedy period piece starring Emma Stone, I think you will really enjoy The Favorite. It's pretty much the perfect form, the perfect.
You spelled it wrong on the outline, by the way.
Whatever.
You didn't put the U in there. I had no idea what movie you were talking about. I assumed it was the American knockoff.
Here's 18 U's and an
he left the Z out too.
Z and a K and an L. And why does it say? Oh yeah. Anyway, I thought it was great. I still think about it. It's great.
That's from the director of The Lobster, yes?
Oh, I like The Lobster too a lot. I didn't know that was the same director.
That's why I brought it up.
I did enjoy that. Did you see that one?
I didn't.
That's very weird.
It's just one of those movies that I was going to see, and it just never made it to my...
It's very weird.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah. And then we saw another movie that, I don't think this was Oscar nominated, but it was highly acclaimed, Blind Spotting, which reminded me a lot of Sorry to Bother You.
Okay.
Didn't one of you guys see that? You saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw Sorry to Bother You.
I like Sorry to Bother You better than Blind Spotting.
Okay, then I'm good. I'm all set.
You don't have to do anything. Good news. I thought it was good, but I thought it was very similar in a lot of ways to Sorry to Bother You in like the tone, and I just thought I enjoyed that one more. I thought that one was better.
I'm surprised you haven't watched The Dirt yet.
I keep, it's the first thing you see every time you load up Netflix. I
haven't watched it yet either, so who am I to talk? But I assumed you would have watched it by now.
Why? You think I'm some kind of like heavy metal guy or something?
No, I know you like the 80s. I know you like movies. I know you have a lot of free time. I assumed you would have watched it by now.
I did not. I'm trying to get Mrs. Chibi to watch it with me, to be honest. And I have to wait for the weekend for that. I mean, I've been planting the seed throughout the week. She's been telling me she's not interested throughout the week.
I'm not a big fan of movies about bad people behaving badly, true or not. So for me, it's probably a skip, but I assumed you would have seen it. How are you on the Doom Patrol? Have you caught up at all?
Yeah, I'm caught up.
That's good, isn't it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty weird.
It's super weird, but the last few episodes have been really good.
Yeah. Yep.
So Doom Patrol, thumbs up.
Yeah, I like the retro Doom Patrol episode.
Yeah, if this is on the DC Universe app, if you recall, there was a Teen Titans cartoon that was on in the early to mid 2000s. There's a 2-parter in the last season where the Teen Titans team up with the Doom Patrol, and it's interesting to watch, having watched the TV series, to see what the characters were thought of, 5-10 years ago. Yeah, it's worth watching if you have an extra 40 minutes to watch. It's a 2-parter, so 40 minutes. That's it.
Very good.